Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Borderlands 3 video. Today the level cap was increased to 57, so on some characters, especially Flak, now you can actually get 2 capstones in one build. So I wanted to quickly show you guys where you should be allocating those skill points now that they are available, as well as some of the possible builds that you can do. Now I will be doing dedicated build videos for all of these things, but I just wanted to show you guys how you should be leveling your skill trees for the time being, just so you have like a little bit of a head start. Now let's start with Fadeaway, since this is the most popular action skill and way to play Flak. Now for the most part, his green tree is going to stay exactly the same as you would normally go. We're going to max out Furious Attack, we're going to pick up Eager to Impress. I'm going to pick up Lick the Wounds, okay? I'm sorry. I really like this skill. And then we're also going to pick up Turn, Tail, and Run, put 1 point into all my BFFs just to make our way down the tree, and pick up Fast and Furious and Hidden Machine. Now you're going to need 2 more points to make your way down and pick up the power inside, so I'm going to put those into Rage and Recover. Now this is what makes this level cap kind of crazy. So the power inside gives you 25% more damage overall whenever you activate your action skill. You can activate Fadeaway pretty much permanently, like you can just have it up, use it, have it up, use it, have it up, use it. If you're at full health while you're doing that, which will most likely be the case since people won't be shooting you, and your pet is actually going to be taunting enemies so that we can use Hidden Machine, we are going to be able to do this quite often. We're going to be able to have the 50% bonus damage almost all of the time. This lasts longer than 3 or 4 of our Fadeaway cooldowns. Like, it's crazy. After that, we're going to go to our red tree, and we're basically just going to go down the same way that we usually go. I like picking up Interplanetary Stalker as well as Hunter's Eye, even though this is apparently still bugged. I still think it's worth picking up, and for the most part, the build is going to stay exactly the same. We're just going to pick up Megavore, and then we can also put in 3 points into Persistence Hunter. So now you not only have a Megavore for your 25 pellet Stagecoach, Garcias, Maggies, you also have the power inside, and as an added benefit, we also get maxed out Persistence Hunter for some more gun damage. This is by far the craziest buff that I've seen from the level cap increase. Amara got a really strong improvement, but it's nowhere near as this. Having the power inside with Fadeaway and Megavore is insane. It's literally just, it's so much damage. It is so much friggin' damage. So this is by far the version of Flak that got the biggest buff, and honestly his strongest part already. So it's kind of crazy that he actually got this. So for Rack Attack, the build is pretty much going to stay exactly the same. The only difference is that we are going to put a extra point into Grim Harvest rather than Persistence Hunter, and the reason for that is that Rack Attack is an actual damaging action skill, so we get more benefit out of maxing out Grim Harvest, which gives us gun damage, pet damage, and action skill damage. So having 5 points into that has way more value than just having 4% more just gun damage on this, especially since the action skill duration is completely wasted as a stat here. Everything else is literally exactly the same, and the reason for that is because they both play very similarly. Fadeaway and Rack Attack are both very low cooldown action skills that we mainly use to spam Anoints and just get a shitload of damage out. I highly recommend that you use the Spider Ant Scorcher in this setup, because we are going to need to be 100% health to get the benefit from the power inside, and we aren't going to have our pet taunting for us. Obviously we're not going to have Red Fang, so you know, enemies will be shooting at us a lot of the time, so we definitely need to keep ourselves topped off. So that is why we have all my BFFs, and we have Turn, Tail, and Run. And then we also obviously have the Falconer's Feast augment for our action skill. So we want to be as healthy as possible. So this is going to help us with our regen to keep us topped off. So that's going to be it for Rack Attack and Fadeaway. It's honestly, it got an insane change or improvement, but both builds pretty much are exactly the same. Now for Gamma Burst, unfortunately, this one saw the least amount of impact, These 4 action skill points, or sorry, these 4 new skill points don't really change up the meta all too much. I tried a bunch of different things. I was experimenting with the power inside and Gamma Burst in one build, but the functionality of Megavore is a little bit hard to pass up on, because at least the weapons that I use when I'm using Megavore, Redistributors, Cutsmans, and the Brainstormer, all of these benefit for Megavore immensely, so the value that this has is kind of hard to skip on. And this is a lot of damage. It lasts for 15 seconds. Gamma Burst lasts for about 20 seconds, I believe. Yes, 20 seconds. And then we have to pick up Persistence Hunter, and this will actually increase our action skill duration by 45%, so it's going to be over about 9 seconds, almost 10 seconds longer. So we're only going to have the power inside for about half the duration of Gamma Burst, so that is not really something that is that beneficial. So unfortunately, as boring as this is, we are going to have to go with a standard Gamma Burst build, and me personally, I talked about this in my Flak build video, I do like going a 2-fang. So this is what the red tree would look like completed, and then we just hop on over to the blue tree and do things as usual. And there you go, there's your blue tree. Now with these last 5 points, there's a couple things you can do. You can put them into Grim Harvest and Hunter's Eye. You could also put them into Furious Attack. If you're going to be doing a lot of Maliwan Takedown, which you should, by the way, because the event is live right now, I recommend putting them into Hunter's Eye, because the damage versus robots is pretty significant. But I honestly am going to max out Grim Harvest, and then I'm going to put the rest of the points into Furious Attack, because this is going to give you 16% more gun damage, as well as 24% more pet damage. And since we're using Gamma Burst, pet damage is kind of relevant in this situation. So that is what I'm going to recommend, and that is what I have found success with. But those last few points don't really make a whole lot of difference, to be honest with you. They help, obviously. It isn't as impactful as having 2 capstones. If only his blue tree capstone wasn't hot garbage, then maybe it would have been kind of cool to experiment with this, but yeah. Anyway guys, like I said, I will be making dedicated build videos after I farm for some of the new gear and stuff like that within the new DLC, but until then I just wanted to give you guys this quick little update and show you guys the builds. So I will be uploading Zane and Moze tomorrow. I really want to do them today, but my eyes are closing themselves shut. I have not slept yet, so I'm sorry. But I will be uploading Zane and Moze level 57 guides as soon as possible. I know I haven't made build videos for them, but I will as soon as I finish making these level 57 guides. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I love you all, and I hope you guys are having fun with the new DLC, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.